sorry about that, babe.
What? What's going on in this town?
I ain't got no clue, darling.
Hey!
But don't you worry, girlie.
What?
You'll be safe in here.
What are you doing?
I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Wait a second! What are you gonna do?
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Well, I think I'll go out and get some fresh air for a change.
Wait!
Don't open that door!
You okay? Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
It's too late. I tried, Leon. But I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great video here on The Savior Show. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, go down below and subscribe. We are definitely peak insanity here, so make sure that you do go down below and subscribe if you are new, and check out my music on Spotify. I make electronic synth music. Go support that and me. Thank you very much. Today, boys, we're gonna jump in to the beautiful and the wonderful Resident Evil TV show by Netflix. I don't have a lizard brain. So if you're not aware, Netflix is actually making a new TV show based off of Resident Evil called Resident Evil, the Netflix TV show. I know, it's gonna be amazing. In fact, it's coming out very soon, so I just wanted to talk about it before we actually get to see this, because myself included and a lot of fans of Resident Evil are a little bit concerned about this new TV show by Netflix, because it looks like absolute Here on The Savior Show, we only welcome the highest of Chads, so like I said, if you want to be a Chad, make sure you go down below and subscribe. So, that's right, Netflix is making Resident Evil, the new Netflix TV show, which is coming very soon, and it's not looking that good, because a lot of fans are upset because of the trailers released, and I would show you the trailers, but sadly I can't, because, you know, copyright and fair use doesn't exist anymore on YouTube, and I can't show you Netflix footage, because they will just come after me, which is the sad state of YouTube at the moment, but hey, whatever. When it comes to adapting the game material, Resident Evil has always failed, but you have to give it some credit, because not many games try and adapt into a different media, you know, into a movie, into a TV show, but Resident Evil, there has been a long and juicy road full of absolute terrible Resident Evil movies, and yeah, they're just absolutely beautiful. You know, they are high quality, B tier cringe level of goodness. You know, some people actually enjoy them, and if you do, fair enough. But to me, Resident Evil has always been a B tier game even, okay? Because it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I love the Resident Evil games, and I've played pretty much all of them, and to a lot of people, Resident Evil 4 being the best one, it's basically changed the franchise a lot, and now it's basically appealing to a whole new demographic of people, and the movies are usually bombastic, okay? And if you go back and you play the older games, they are pretty bombastic. In fact, all of them are just absolutely insane, and they're supposed to be cheesy, they're supposed to be corny, but they do have some good and detailed lore and some interesting characters that we have grown to care about, like Chris, like Leon. I think Stranger Things is the only thing that's kept people from completely leaving Netflix, so they're trying to capture any attention that they can get, and Resident Evil is a known name, so they're just using the IP, just like so many studios are nowadays, like Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters, Star Wars. Do you remember? Do you remember these good things? And now we can't think of actual new and original ideas. We can just bring back old media that you will remember and change it into something completely unrecognizable, something that is going to piss off the original fan base, because that's a good idea. That's what we've seen done time and time again, and it's going to happen with Lord of the Rings as well. So I just can't wait to see the show, because judging from the trailers, it looks absolutely terrible. just looking at the comments and the trailer and how people are reacting to this, it doesn't look good because, like I said, they're not focusing on the actual original storyline, they're not using any of the characters. Of course, it's going to have the new 2022 agenda. It's of course going to have a diverse cast because we can't just have one type of people anymore. That's racist. You can't just have original characters being themselves anymore. They've got to diversify because
Because money.
The other thing that has me concerned about Resident Evil and the Netflix show is the director and the creator. Pretty much everyone working on this are complete novices, and I did a lot of research, and in fact I'll show you the creator now. The other people working on the show also don't fill me with a lot of hope and confidence because you know, they don't seem to have much experience under their belt, and a lot of it is just European trash. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be some high quality B material, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Now, this might be like Cowboy Bebop, and if you remember, they did exactly the same thing. They used something that has an original fan base, which is actually of high quality, and then they transform it into absolute garbage because it's 2022 and they've got to push their current agenda in all media outlets now, in all forms of entertainment, and no doubt Resident Evil will go down the same route. And you know, it might be so bad that it's good, because I actually thought the Cowboy Bebop live action version was so bad that it was actually kind of enjoyable. Why use an IP that so many people care about and you have all of this backlog of, you know, rich lore and interesting characters that you can actually use, but most likely it's just going to be like the other Resident Evil adaptions, and it's just going to be a corny, janky, action-filled mess, which is a shame because they have the potential to actually use this license now that it's been kind of rebranded again and reborn as the new games came out. We live in a very stagnant time when it comes to media and entertainment, and most popular things now have to push the establishment's agenda. Netflix Resident Evil will follow exactly the same route as all of these other rebrands and soft reboots and all of this trash. And it's a real shame because I think people could actually get behind, and they would be excited to see if, you know, we saw these characters in live action. An interesting director who has maybe worked on horror / survival horror type shows before, or even someone who actually worked on the games. But sadly, we're just going to see another confused Netflix mess, you know, filled with a sloppy agenda and filled with just absolute cheapness, because this looks pretty cheap as well. So I'm not looking forward to this, and I think Netflix Resident Evil is bad, and I'm sure everyone will be saying Netflix Resident Evil sucks and it's gonna be an absolute dumpster fire, but I might be wrong. This might be actually good quality. But let's be honest, Netflix doesn't produce a lot of good content, and that is why they are losing subscribers, and that's why they've got such a disgusting algorithm that, you know, just constantly feeds you content. It doesn't matter if you've died in your sleep and you're not actually watching Netflix anymore, you will go on to consume Netflix even when you're dead, because of how aggressive the algorithm is and how it just continues to feed you content. You know, I've talked about that before. Go check out my Netflix's video. Go check out my video on why Netflix is evil. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Resident Evil and the new show. It's a shame because they could actually do something here which pays respect to the original, and maybe you should save yourself the time and the money and basically just cancel your Netflix subscription. And those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.